Welcome to Smoking Grill Lounge. I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave, and this is our 50th episode.
Yay, woo! Where's the hats and hooters?
I don't know. Exactly. Well, you got these like nice lights up here.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of a strip club.
Well, it does.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, that's kind of celebration, almost celebration enough, except for this
I guess so.
beautiful Davidoff Chateau Margaux from the 1980s.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Man, that band, I can't believe, hopefully the camera resolution's good and you can see that this once white...
Wait. Are you giving me shit about my professional equipment here?
I'm just making sure it's color correct. Because this once, I don't know if this was as lily white as the modern Davidoff bands when it was new, but it's yellow, man. It is a yellow Davidoff band. It's beautiful. Havana, Cuba. Wonderful. And just a nice kind of chocolate brown wrapper. Not necessarily super neat.
It's a little bit mottled.
Bumpy, mottled, brindled and mottled, and kind of a sloppy double cap on this thing.
Whew, man.
Was it a triple? Oh, it was a triple cap. It was just so sloppy, it was hard to tell. But yeah, man, this thing's wonderful, Dave. Wonderful.
Yeah, it took me a lot to get there. I'm still kind of recovering from the sickness that I inherited from flying over to London. And
how did you get these? Why don't you tell us about how you acquired these cigars?
So I went through an auction, which, there's a London company that does cigar auctions in London, and got these along with some other smokes off the auction. Flew out there on Wednesday. Got there Thursday afternoon because my flight was delayed 4 hours on top of that. And then procured the cigars and then left Friday morning to come back here. So I just flew out there just to pick up the cigars for you guys and to come back.
Such a good guy, Dave.
It's all a part of me being me.
Well, oh boy, here we go. So what were you getting? What'd you get on the foreplay on this wonderful cigar?
Yeah, there's, these definitely had that medicinal sweetness to them. They were, I believe that these were pretty well cared for cigars.
Yeah, I would say so.
I got mostly that with some tobacco and everything like that. That's usually with these older cigars and stuff like that. That's what I kind of get, especially if they've been well cared for. I'll get that medicinal kind of quality to it, and then mostly tobacco. It's not until I get into it, usually past the first little bit. Usually with older cigars, you get a little bit of a wonkiness when you open it up to begin with. This wasn't really wonky at all to open up with, which was very nice and very pleasing.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice. Actually, the wrapper's pretty thick because the burn line is. It's not really even, and but the line is very, very thick burn line here.
Yeah.
And uneven, but and the beautiful ash on this thing. It's just, this cigar has just been waiting patiently for 30 years to be smoked.
Pretty much, yeah, 30 years.
And you can tell, yeah, it's very well cared for. I got the same. Now you say it's medicinal sweetness. I kind of likened it to a really well kept, proper humidor.
Or like when you walk in, like some of these walk-in humidors with that kind of sweet cedar is what you're talking about, kind of a smell to it, yeah.
But I can see where it's kind of medicinal, like a medical office or something too, in a little bit.
Yeah, it's just it's got kind of like
a
aroma of its own. It really is. It just gets that way, after time.
And drawing on it too, on the dry draw, same thing. It was just. Just this really strong. Mark, you get that too, like kind of a real strong, I don't know, cedary kind of humidor thing, or no?
Well, I don't know about cedar, but I can definitely taste the medicinal tobacco flavor. It's just great.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's creamy. It's just kind of does what it does. I mean, and that's the thing is like when you start getting into like older age stuff, it tends to, have that. I don't know, some of those qualities in there.
My smoke is yellow.
What's that?
The smoke looked yellow to me.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of gray. Yeah, and then in the first few puffs here, the first 3/8 of an inch or so here, I'm just getting like, it's kind of a very sweet, nice kind of sweetness to it.
Yeah, sweet and creamy.
Yeah. But yeah, really, it's, pretty much the two words.
Yeah, pretty much.
Descriptors I'd give.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, other than just, going over to London, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, this is our 50th episode. This is kind of a landmark, a milestone of sorts, I guess. Trying to do this, bring the truth to the world one cigar at a time.
Yes, sir.
And we're celebrating with you guys
Yeah, couldn't think of a better way to celebrate
Yeah.
number 50 than with this cigar right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of a nice touch. I mean,
I think so too, yeah.
it's not something that, is going to be like, people are going to be able to run out and get these things. Our audience, most people in our audience aren't going to run out and get a...
Chateau Margaux from the 80s.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, but hopefully you can live vicariously through us. And
So Dave also picked up some other sticks that we'll be reviewing too.
yes,
throughout the next,
some Rafael Gonzalez and some Romeos, some Partagas, some La Coronas, and also another Davidoff.
Yeah, very good. This has been a great stick, Dave.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Very creamy, sweet. Kind of wound its way down there. There was a bit of a floral vibe that picked up and kind of went down toward the end, but that kind of beany sweetness with the tanginess.
Yeah.
It was a pretty phenomenal cigar.
Yeah, vanilla bean, just sweet, creamy. I got a couple of puffs of camphor in there, real strong. So it was a vein of some sort in there that was just been a great cigar, man. Great cigar.
It's a good 50th episode cigar, I think.
Absolutely.
Kind of cap things off.
Put me in the mood for some sacred Elvis.
Yeah. So we were rocking out to
Yeah,
earlier.
we were listening to some sacred Elvis.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't even think we need to rate this cigar. Do you want to?
Is it unrateable?
Yeah, it's pretty unrateable.
It's a 10,
It's
I mean.
Well, it's not a real obtainable, so
Yeah.
right, rateable it, right?
Yeah, just a great stick, a very
Yeah.
memorable stick.
It's a-
Smoking with good friends here.
Yes, sir. Mark,
You know?
what do you think? You were getting some good stuff out of that cigar?
Here's what I recommend. I recommend that you learn how to retrohale before buying this cigar.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will lose 50% of the experience.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not a hit you in the face, hit you in the teeth kind of a cigar. It's definitely a delicate cigar. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
Yeah.
The Davidoff
Chateau Margaux.
Chateau Margaux from mid-80s.
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah,
in there.
definitely. Awesome.
Yeah, and this was a very well-kept cigar. You could really, taste the difference with this cigar.
Does that mean it's a French Cuban cigar?
There we go. Yeah.
It's French.
So you got to go get you some.
All right.
Social media, Smoking Gorilla Lounge, all that stuff. Twitter, Smoking Gorilla.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank you all for joining us for our 50th episode. I'd like to thank Director Greg for sitting through 50 of these bloody things.
Yeah.
And Mr. Mark for joining us tonight, as he has on several occasions.
Yes.
And so this has been Eric and Dave bringing the wonderful, fine cigar smoking truth to the world.
One cigar at a time. Thanks for watching.